That's bad. So, no, but Facebook, you know, you get on there and you see a lot of people that you just don't, you know, you don't know anymore. You know, you find all these people. You know, I think if the only book you've ever read was Facebook, there's something fucking wrong. There's definitely something wrong. I got like 4 people got that one. But no, you know, Facebook's a huge deal. You know, I see those people that are always updating their statuses. You know, hey, I'm going to the airport. You know, I'm going to this place and going to that place. I'm waiting for somebody to hop online. You know, like a thief. You know, that are standing outside the house like, I'm at your back door. I'm breaking into your fucking house. I'm stealing your TV. I'm fucking your dog. Thanks for being an asshole and updating your Facebook all the time. Peace out. You know, but, you know, it's just the way technology is nowadays. You know, I just didn't have that kind of shit growing up. Hell, you know, even my grandmother has a Facebook page, which is very strange for me. Usually when you have to be careful when you're adding friends, and, you know, because you don't want to post, you know, all kinds of weird shit. You know, if I'm talking to my friends about, you know, getting head and all that other stuff, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't want to talk to my grandmother about getting head. You know, it's difficult. But what really bothered me was when I started seeing on my grandmother's page about her talking on giving head. You know, when you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning and your grandmother's talking about, oh, you tasted good, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is she talking to? And where's Grandpa? You know, because I know he doesn't have a Facebook page. But it started me thinking, you know, what are the top signs that your grandmother is a whore? You know, when I used to do radio, I used to do like a top 10, kind of like the mirrored, you know, David Letterman. And so I wanted to do for you tonight, you know, I know a lot of comedians get up here and they do their thing, and then their set just ends. For me, I wanted you to know when my set ended by doing a top 10. So tonight, my top 10 list is the top 10 signs your grandmother is a whore. Okay, so bear with me. You can laugh, not laugh it down, I don't give a shit. As long as I think it's funny, it's okay. Alright, so the top 10 signs that your grandmother's a whore. Number 10. If the first pill your grandmother takes every morning when she gets up is the morning after pill, she's probably a whore. Just think about it. Number 9, if you want these autographs later, I'll sign them. Number 9. I thought this time grandmother's a whore. If her favorite jellies are apple, peach, and KY, she's probably a whore. Alright, number 8. When your grandmother plays bingo, if she spends most of her time fondling the lottery balls, you know, she's a whore. Alright. Number 7. If her diapers are both crotchless and edible, she's probably a fucking whore. Number 6. If your grandmother was arrested last year for giving roadhead on her hover-around scooter, she's a whore and a slut and everything else. Number 5, and this might be a little bit bad, bear with me. But if her birds and the bees story ends with the bee shooting a load of honey all over the bird's face and head, she's a whore. Number 4. If your grandmother's favorite tradition for Christmas is kissing under the missile camel toe, she's a whore. Number 3. If your grandmother's voice box is always set to moan, oh yeah, you know she's a fucking whore. You know. Number 2. If your grandmother makes tea the good old-fashioned way, by dipping the tea bags in and out of her mouth, you know she's a whore. And finally, and I'm going to wrap it up here, the number 1 way you know that your grandmother's a whore is if her Facebook status is always set to fucking, you know she's a whore. That's all I got. Thank you very much for being kind. I appreciate it. Mike Drosieko, give it up for him. Mike's got that radio voice, you know? He's got that radio voice that's smooth and velvety, like the inside of his grandma. Okay. Oh, he can talk about how his slutty grandma is? Got a little moist there. Anyway, all right, your next comedian, when I go back there and I ask all the comedians, you know, how do you want to introduce the friend that he was with says, introduce him by punching him in the dick. I'm not going to do that, but ladies and gentlemen, Nick Crawley.
What is up?